and welcome. I'm Robin with Robin's Wreathery. We're going to be working on a tobacco basket today with one of my new farmhouse signs. It's kind of like shabby chic French country farmhouse all in one. So, alright, let me just make sure I can see comments and then we will get started. So, oops. Alright, let me just make sure I can see comments. There we go. Sorry about that. And then we'll... Alright, looks like we have comments. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Joyce. How are you? We've got comments. Hi, Helen. Just not sure why it won't let me post anything on YouTube, comment-wise. There we go. There's the comments. How's everybody doing today? Hi, Dawn. How are you? Oh, man. Sometimes... Alright, let me try and just delete that part. Nope, still not. Well, we got that on there. How's everybody doing? Hi, Rita. Hi, Kay. Welcome. Yay, everybody's popping on. I love it. You guys must be into farmhouse and tobacco baskets. Okay. Looks like I got comments in both places. Thank you. Alright, we're going to be working with a tobacco basket that I got last year from Hobby Lobby. Now what I did, I didn't paint the whole thing because I wanted to show you. This was the color it was. Okay? And then what I did was I took chalk paint and I colored it just white. And I distressed it just a tiny bit because I wanted more white than what it came, than how it came. Alright, so what I've done, and thank you for sprinkling, this is called a planter. It says English Garden Planter. This came from Micheals. You know how you get stuff in the mail and it has styrofoam in it? Well, I stuffed all the styrofoam in there, and then I put the floral foam on top to kind of take up some of the space so I didn't have to fill the whole thing. These were $14.99, and actually they're 40% off if anybody's interested. Now what I did was I didn't have any black lace, so I spray painted some because I want this black lace on the front here. So we're going to glue this on and then get started. We're using my Farm Charm sign I showed you the other night. This is kind of shabby chic farmhouse French country all in one. Okay, now hi Marty. Oh good, I'm glad you're watching then, Kay. I think you'll like this one because we're going to do a little bit of everything with this. So I'm going to hot glue it to the back. Like I said, I just used regular spray paint when I did this because I could not find my black lace and I wasn't spending any more time looking for it. So, and if anybody wants any of this lace and you're buying the sign, I can definitely add some in there because I got a bunch of it. I used chalk paint on the tobacco basket. Waverly chalk paint. Alright, so there we go. We've got a little bit of black going on. And then what we're going to do, and this is really cool because this comes with a handle and it has a little ring at the top here. And it falls right in the middle of this basket to where I can tie it right to the basket. I want this down as far as I can get it because I don't want the florals interfering with the sign. And look, it kind of rests on the bottom here, which is really cool. Because then that'll take most of the weight, which there's not really going to be a lot of weight in there, but it's just nice that all of it's not going to be on this slat. Did I get that in the middle? No, that's not where I want it. I want it to go up. So I'm using just tinsel tie to tie this on. If it shows, I'm just going to take a flower and just glue a flower to the tinsel tie. I'm not sure what kind of hanger I'm going to use for this yet, but I thought at least if I got this going, at least you can see. All right, and then what we're going to do, I have two types of ribbon on here, just regular ribbon, and we're going to tie this up in the corner. So doesn't that look really pretty together? I went looking for flowers in this color, couldn't find any. So I ended up getting red and pinks and some light colored leaves, and then I saw this and I'm like, oh my gosh, this matches that green. So I didn't even have to paint it. So that was an extra bonus that I was happy to see. All right, now I have two ribbons on here, and I'm just gonna, actually, I think I'm gonna use the white ribbon to tie it with, but then the red and white I'm gonna use just for a little bow. I can't tie upside down, sorry. So y'all having a good day? A little crappy here, the weather. So I do have other tutorials in my YouTube videos that shows tobacco baskets. We have done a few in the past. So if this one doesn't suit your fancy, I'm sure there'll be one in there that will work for you. Because this one I'm doing just a little bit different than I've done in the past. There we go. Because you really don't need wire to hang this. I didn't want wire. I wanted it to look kind of fancy. We're going to do kind of somewhat rag bow with this too. I'm using regular ribbon, but we're also going to use some lace. And check this out. I might even incorporate some of the red beads in there, but Micheals had these for $2 for this whole strand back in the Mardi Gras section. So I'm either going to add this to the basket or we're going to do some of this in the bow. I may add this, I'm not sure yet. So I brought it up anyhow. You're welcome. All right, now my florals. I don't know if any of you are familiar with Shabby Chic. I know Rachel is. Shabby Chic started in the 1980s, and it was pretty much known as like a vintage, comfy, cozy type way of decorating. Like I have a lot of Shabby Chic fabric. This looks vintage. Okay, so that's what they do is they were recovering stuff with vintage bedspreads and tablecloths, and then they were leaving the wood on the furniture kind of roughed up and old looking, and that's kind of what Farmhouse is. So that's why I'm kind of combining both today. So let's see how we can do this. I might have to use my wreath stand just so all of us can see it. so I can see it and you can kind of see what I'm doing also. Make sure I can get my glue gun out of there. Yep. Okay. So, well, it'll hold it up like that for us anyhow. So I even found, and it's funny, most of the florals from up front were all gone. So I actually went and looked in the back. Back in the one corner, they have a lot of florals back there too. And this was black, and it has a little bit of white leaves, or a little bit of white, like pearls in it, white and black pearls. So I thought, let's get kind of funky and put that in there too. So, but these I found were the closest to in this flower. They're kind of pinkish and reddish in color. I kind of like the leaves. I found these. This looks like, this says bush gerber, but I'm trying to think what this almost looks like that lamb's wool, but it has a smaller leaf. And this is what I went looking for, because that matches that sign perfectly. Well, they didn't have any. So I thought, okay, this will be our one of one, and then we'll get some of this in there. I have some little pink flowers. I have some little white flowers. We have the black. And I don't know, I may even put some pearls in there. So that's where we're starting. So first, this is called a stem. It's an Ashland stem. These ran $2.49, and then it was 40% off that. Like I said, most of their stuff in the back was not picked over like the front. I think people forget they have florals in the back too. But yeah, a little bit of everything we're going to put in this. Hi, Kathy. Aw, thank you, Rosine. All right, so we've got some black that's going to go in here because I thought that would kind of be cool against the white. So let's stitch that. Oh, I made a basket. What are the chances of that one? Holy cow. These were little picks. They were called spring picks. And there were $3.99, and then it was 40% off of that. And like I said, these were the flowers that most matched the flowers in the sign. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it this way, but I'm going to try. But this is kind of like those cheater bouquets I was telling you about, because this has so much in this little pick. Like you've got a variation of little white buds and these little flowers and these and then this. So, you know, you have a little bit of everything in there. I think I'm going to go over here with that. I'm going to try and do from this angle. I don't know. I may have to turn it around at some point, but at least you can see what's going on. Thank you so much. But I had to have this. I had to. I think that really looked good. Now, wait a minute. Let's get some of these in here. My sign says Farm Charm. And I actually bought some vinyl. I was going to put Farm Charm on here, and I thought, no, go for that. So that's what we did. What I should do, because this is so awkward, I think this will work better if I just take the basket off, the container off the basket, and work from there. Right? I had a bunch downstairs because last year, before the pandemic hit, you know, I was teaching floral classes and stuff from here. And so I bought enough baskets for everybody to work with it. And then COVID hit. So there, this will be easier for me because then I can just do this. And then we'll just attach it back on there. But yeah, you can do anything with a basket, with a tobacco basket. I actually was researching a lot on Shabby Chic, and they were actually hanging just a rag bow in the middle of this. So you could put a sign this way. You could put one of those swags in here and a sign this way. There is so much you can do with a tobacco basket, and you don't have to leave it that color. Like, where is it? This is one it hasn't inspired me yet, but I actually took the same basket and spray painted it brown because I wanted a brown one. The only thing I didn't like about these were so long. The ones I had gotten from Micheals were a lot shorter, so they didn't take up as much. But yeah, they look good with a wreath in the middle. There's so much you can do with tobacco baskets. Now I think I'm going to stick this right in the middle. I just thought it would bring some of that color up from the bottom and pull some of it out of the sign. And because there's one, I want to highlight that. There we go. And I just thought this black was just so unique. Like the sign, like the basket, like the lace. I don't know if this is... I think we're going to add some pink. We're going to pull some of that color out of there. This was just a baby's breath from Dollar Tree. I don't like to use these all the time, but sometimes you can find just little ones that really highlight the bigger ones. Like right now, and I don't see these often, so I grabbed a bunch because I have these in my garden. And believe me, I grabbed just about every color they had. This is called a cone flower. And I don't know if you've ever seen them. Like the ones I have outside, this is brown and this is like a yellow. They had them in all different colors. And I thought, wow, that has a lot of dimension to it. So just using one of something from the Dollar Tree sometimes really helps make your design pop a little. Did you all see my finished washboard? Were you all able to see that one? I'm just filling up some holes here and just pulling in another little color. I don't like how low that is. Let's pull that up a little. I loved how it turned out, the washboard. Now these, I think I'm going to take and like stuff down in here some. Here's a white flower. We could add some of that just for another pop. Let's add it down in here. It's funny because my coneflower always bloomed about the time of our local fair. So that was kind of cool because I would enter it in the fair every year. That's when I always knew that I need something higher back here. So let's put some of this back there. That's when I knew it was almost time for the fair to start, because that would, yeah. That would bloom right in time. Aw, thank you. Did you see it? Look at it. I actually went back and I filled in more with the English ivy, and that really, and then I put the red flowers in a triangle shape just right here, and that made it work. That really made it work. Now, for those of you that didn't see the back, oops, this is just a piece of a yardstick that I had, and we attached the cheese box to it, and this is attached to the sides. And then I took that furniture webbing and I covered the front of the box, because I'm telling you, that cheese box is so unique. I did not want to cover over that advertising. So yeah. Let me just make sure we're not higher than the sign now. No. I may have to pull this out and move this down in front and make it a little shorter. This one has to come up a little. Do any of you ever decorate shabby chic or farmhouse country? I know Rachel does. Thank you, Rach. And we need to take off the tag. I like when you can push. I like when a piece has several pieces on it and you can push some of it up. That always helps. I think we're going to use this whole piece. I'm probably going to go back and adjust this some, because I want this up a little higher, and I may have to put an additional block in there. I like these roses because they kind of like droop on their own. We need to pull this guy out of there. He needs to be a little more visible. And let's put one of these down in here. And there. Yeah, I'm going to have to get that a little higher. And fill this in a little bit. Let's put some more of these down in front. What's the weather like where you're all at? We're rainy and crappy here. There. That looks pretty good. Now, let's see if we have some room for some pearls. I like my pearls. I haven't used them in a while, but for this one, I thought it would be unique. I think I got these from Micheals. Micheals or Sims. It's probably Micheals. See, that's not... I need to bring my styrofoam up some, because I want that about right there. Or let's see if we can get this in there. You want to spread them out, make them loosey-goosey. There. Yeah. That's where we want them. Alright, so what we're going to do to this one, we're going to take this pick, the bottom of it, and my non-stick floral tape from Dollar Tree. It does not stick worth a darn, but we can wrap it and glue it, which is what we did the other day. I thought, for $1, what do I got to lose? I thought there'd be some stick to it, and there is, but it's just not enough. So we'll just hot glue it if we can get it untangled. The more I wrap it, the more tangled it gets. There we go. Try not to burn myself. There we go. Now, because there's no pearl on the end here, I'm just going to cut that off. And we probably don't need it that long, but we did need it long. Oh yeah. That's where I want it. And I think one right about down in there. Get rid of the glue. So we'll do this again. I'm sorry, I'm not watching your comments. Right? I love that. It's just so different. Let's do like a triangle here. Get this one here, so we've kind of got 1, 2, 3. All right, let's put it up against that. I think that'll work. You can still see the Farm Charm sign. Actually, what's happening is this ribbon is making the sign droop. So we've got to pull it up some more. So let me tie a knot there, and then a bow. And I love doilies too, and I have doilies all over my house, and they're something that you use in decorating with shabby chic. I just want to make sure I get this right. There we go. Let's knot it. And bow. I could even use liquid nails and I could glue that in there too. And I may end up doing that. We'll see. Alright, now where was my hole? Right there. Actually, it was under the sign. which is good because that's going to kind of hide the, yeah. That is going to hide my tinsel tie. Alright, I've got that so far. I'm adjusting up here. Trim those. That's bothering me. There. Okay. I kind of like that. See how, and this is nice because it was flat on one side, and I'm like, that's going to go perfect in the tobacco basket. Alright, so we're going to put that up in there. Now we're going to work on the bow. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Oh, and I even had these. We may save these for the bow. Alright. Alright, I'm going to use my bow dabber just as a holding mechanism. Now, I'm going to put some of this in there. I have this. This was actually from Micheals last year. Matches the flowers perfectly. I also have this. And I forget what I used this on something at Christmas. I still have it in my shop. And then we're going to go to that. So we're going to go from red and tone it down. I even have this. I may use, I may not. We'll see how it goes. Oh, I have a lot of my grandmother's doilies. She used to make them. So this I got from Paper Mart. It's kind of like red. It has wire in it. It almost looks like fishnet. It just sometimes is something when you just want a little bit of the color, but you don't want it to be overwhelming. So I use this occasionally. And this is a good one for Farmhouse. Any holiday. Christmas, Valentine's. Anytime where you just want a little pop of that color, but you don't want it to be overwhelming. So I think I'm going to do 4 on each. Maybe we'll do 4 and 2. I don't know. We'll just see where it takes us. Now, I think I'm going to go to this color next. Look at that. Like, look at that. Oh. I'm trying to remember what sign I use this for, because it's in my shop with that sign. And I think I'm going to hang the bow down here. So I actually have one of my doilies. I'll take a picture of it. And I actually put it in a vintage frame and put the glass back on, and I have it hanging on the wall. I love anything vintage. Alright. Then I think we're going to go to this one. Aw, thank you. How you feeling, Miss Rachel? And how's Rita feeling today? I hope better. Now, I don't know if this kind of washes this out. Let me just try something. That's what I like about this. I can layer, but if I don't want something in there, I can unlayer it. I think I may put this at the back. Let's see. And then let's put this on top and then see what we've got. Okay, I lost a loop. There we go. Yeah, I like that division better. So, this will be a twofer. Like I said, these are on sale for $6 or for $2. And I thought, ooh, there's actually 3 of them. 1. Oh, there's more than 3. So let's see. I'm going to put 2 in there. I also have this. I also have this. I also have this, but I don't know that I'm going to use it in here. This is actually one long doily. Like, I don't know what it would have been used for. It looks like something was attached to it. So I'm not going to use that because I think I may want to do something with that at a later date. Now, I thought about putting some of this in there too. Because I can, because I have it, because I kind of like it. Oh, my one little male is so upset. His girlfriend's in heat. And I'm just going to lay a tail in there, actually. Oop. And I may use some more of that. I just thought it'd be something different. Alright, now because this is kind of close to this and definitely works with that, I'm going to sandwich it. I'm going to put it in here and then put the pink on top of it because otherwise it really comes close to that and I don't want it to be what's popping out at you. So we're going to bury it. I like mine. Oh. See, because that's in here. So I think this would be a great one to incorporate in here. I just need one of those little stands that holds the ribbon. I guess we got to make one. There we go. I got it all twisted. I'm trying to do it upside down for you, and there. I guess that's all right. I love this ribbon. This went with one of my Christmas signs too, but I love it. And then we can go with this, because see, now all our colors are in the sign, are definitely in the bow. And we'll finish it off with this. In fact, I think with this one, we're going to do 3. Well, hey, Sue. Sue's on YouTube. There. I'm liking this now. I think I have this listed in my shop too. And I'm only going to do, the third one's going to have, actually no. We're going to take it out. We're going to put 3 loops in the front here. And then we are going to add a flower in the middle of it. I have this. I thought this was cute. We could add that in the middle. I don't know, I could add that in the middle, or I think I'm going to use this instead. Put a little pearl in the middle of that flower, and we're going to put that in the middle of the bow. Isn't that cute? I actually used that as the frosting on the cupcakes I made for the Valentine's signs. We're going to put this in there too. Oh, little man, chill out. He wants his girlfriend so bad. Yeah, let's put another row of beads. Alright. I had a piece of white pencil tie cut. There we go. I knew I did. Alright, let's see if I can do this without losing any of the rows. No. Please, no. Okay. Now we got to fix it. All right. So this is our back layer. Now with the rag bows, you kind of leave them flat, but this has wired ribbon in here, and I don't want it flat, so I'm going to pull it out. Where's that coming from? There we go. Now we got it. This way, and we're going to pull this way, and I'm not liking that with 3 loops, so let me see if we can get rid of that loop. We can. There we go. Now, we're going to take this back through. There. Come on now. Don't be shy. There we go. Yay! Now I have to refluff, but hey, that's okay. Get these going down in this direction and fix that. There. Untangle. And then glue our flower in the middle. Yes. Let's do that. And then refluff again. Come on now. Well, it's a little bit different than I envisioned, but I'm liking it. Not sure about the red, but let's go ahead. That's dovetailed. Aw, thanks. We're going for Shabby Chic Farmhouse. And I think we got it. There's the other one. There it is. Now, and get these out front. See if we can see our beads. We may have to cut our beads so we can get them out front. Let's do that. Let's see what happens. They look like they're knotted in between, so they will stay together. There we go. Except I think I need to get like another set up front. There. Let's cut this shorter. A little bit shorter. Yeah. And let's curl this one. Aw, thank you, Kathy. Just something different. I love these like pastel-like colors. And there's a lot of that in Shabby Chic. So maybe if we roll these up, that'll kind of show the rest of it. You know who makes awesome rag bows? Sue Merrick. I'm really missing her lives. She moved to Florida and now she's working. So we don't get to see her much. There. Now all we have to do is figure out where we're going to put this. Oh, I didn't get that far, did I? There we go. And I will post later on. Lori with Hardworking Mom is supposed to show my ladybug rail tonight, and she's doing a floral on it. So I think what has to happen, these have to come out front, these pearls, or we're never going to see them. Oh, yeah, I guess you do. Let's trim that. Where's the other one? Yep, it's in there. All right. I'm going to knot the end of it because it looks like one of those roping that's going to fray. So we're going to knot it and trim it close to the knot because we don't want it fraying. All right, let's see where we go with this. We got our tinsel tie in there. Trying to pull the beads out. They're kind of disappearing in the background. I probably should have put another one right in back of the pink. All right, let's see. No, I think we're good. I think we're good. Because look, I have the bottom, this rail on the bottom of the tobacco basket to attach it to. So everything is fitting right in. And I can even trim it because, well, let's do this. Look. Let me get it tighter. Everything is going to fit. Yay! You don't know until you try, right? Alright, then what I'm going to do, right about here, I'm going to put a hook. I was going to add some roping, but I think the roping is going to make it too long. So I have a good secure spot right here to put a zip tie hook. And there we go. What do you think? Everything fit. And everything's kind of coordinated there. This little guy's got to go back in there some. I'm probably going to rearrange that a little bit because I'm not feeling it a little bit. But you kind of get the gist. You can fit a 9x7 sign at the top. This thing here is... I thought I had a ruler. Yeah, I do. This one, this thing here is 8 inches. So this basket is, excuse me, 24 inches. So in 24 inches, we got a 9x7 sign. We got this that is 8 inches. So we got a 9x7 sign and an 8-inch flat back container. And there we go. And we'll put our hanger back here so we don't add a lot of length to it. You don't, you know, this is something you can hang next to your door outside. I could see this in a bedroom, you know, anything like that. I think those are a little too long. I gotta cut those. So that's what fit in there. An 8-inch container, a 9x7 sign, some florals took up the space in between. This is 24 inches. So there we go. And I'll put the hanger in back of the sign so I'm not adding a ton of length to this. I mean, this is something you could hang on the door with a wreath hanger if you wanted. I'm loving it. I just have to rearrange this a little bit. And again, I originally thought of adding the word farm charm here, but I think this is just that lace that I had that I spray painted it black. See, that was the original color. And really, you could go with this color if you wanted. I just thought the black would really make it pop and stand out. I even got some of these. I thought these were kind of cool too. But I don't like them in that. Oh, and check out these. I thought these were cool too. These were $4.99, 40% off. I thought that is so cute. That would look so cute in like a bee floral arrangement. So I had to get those. So there we go. We went shabby chic Farmhouse Country. Do you like it? Aw, thanks, Reach. Yeah, I just have to rearrange this a little bit. I'm not feeling some of the heights, so I think I'm going to go back in and add a little so they don't get pushed down as much. But there we go. A Shabby Chic Farmhouse Country. And Shabby Chic is up and coming in the wreathing, so keep an eye out for styles. It is coming out. You're seeing a lot more. There are not many signs. That's why I started making some, because there aren't a whole lot of Shabby Chic signs. Like this one, Stop and Smell the Roses. This one is definitely Shabby Chic. You've got your lace, you've got your flower background there. Look at that hat. Oh. And then this one, Back in Time Florals. And this one is kind of Shabby Chic because we've got that fleur-de-lis background in there. So, enjoy the ride together. So, I still have not listed these. I have to list them. I was hoping to do it during class today, and now class was canceled till 4, so hoping I can get it done. So there we go. Sign is listed in my shop. If anybody wants a piece of the lace, just type in "want some lace," and I'll send you some lace with the sign. Oh, I even had these, which I need to get more of. I am out. These are like my last two. I was going to add these into the bow too. They look cute there. Aw, thanks, Sherry. Yes, right? That's what I like about watching lives. You get ideas. It like triggers an inspiration. And that's what I was doing today. I was just looking at Shabby Chic bows and just, I didn't want to go totally a ribbon bow. And see, I don't think these would have looked good in there. I think we were better off just putting that pop at the back to draw some of it out of the sign and that flower, and then making it about the other colors. Right? I have to glue that in there. Thank you. Aw. Thank you, Rosine. Thank you. Oh. Yum. That sounds good, Rita. The colors. Thank you. All right, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to try and go list these signs now. Take a picture of this. And I will probably see you next Wednesday. Or next Monday, excuse me, at 8 o'clock. All right, y'all have a great evening. Thank you.